We were so excited for this camping trip, deep in a forest miles from anywhere. The first night was perfect campfire, stories, the usual. But then, in the middle of the night, I woke up to these weird sounds. It started as a faint rustling like wind in the leaves, but then it got louder. There were snaps, like branches breaking, and then a strange low growl that made the hairs on my arms stand up. I told myself it was just a bear or something, and eventually fell back asleep, but I felt uneasy. The next morning, I was the first one to unzip my tent. What I saw made my blood run cold. Every single tent in our campsite, except for mine, was ripped to shreds. It looked like a giant animal had gone on a rampage. Tents were torn open, sleeping bags dragged out, and food coolers were smashed and empty. There were even dark reddish-brown stains splattered on the tattered fabric of my friends' tents. My heart started pounding in my chest. I screamed for everyone to wake up. Panic set in immediately. My friends crawled out of their wrecked tents, dazed and terrified. We did a quick head count, and thankfully, everyone was there, just shaken up and with a few scratches. But our gear was gone, our food was gone, and we were stranded. We packed up what little we had left, which was basically just my tent and a few personal items, and started the long hike back to the ranger station. It took us hours. When we finally stumbled into the station, looking like we'd survived a war, the ranger's face went pale as we told him what happened. He listened intently, then asked me exactly where my tent was pitched. I described the small, slightly elevated clearing I had chosen. He nodded slowly and said, "You were on an old burial ground." He explained that local legends say the spirits there protect that specific patch of land, but are hostile to anyone camped on the surrounding soil. Then told us about another group that had a similar, but much worse encounter in the same area years ago. We were lucky to get out with just scratches. We never went back to that forest again. Thanks for listening, and be careful where you pitch your tent.